so keep that in mind.
Yeah, hey, forget I asked. That'll definitely do.
Ew. Join the Discord.
It was the least fun I've ever had playing this game.
A small but vibrant and extremely humble community.
No, I've seen the sleeves, but I'm like, you said you're suiting up and then you put your sleeve on. Thank you for saying that.
Because I'm a demon on the keys.
Next thing I know, we're both dead. I immediately left the lobby.
In Vietnam.
What are they playing for? Are they playing to win?
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
We are live. Welcome to the Dropshot, episode number 44. My name is Casey, also known as Razinon. I am joined, as always, by my dear friend Tanner. Tanner, say hello to everyone.
What's going on, everybody? And
today we have an interesting episode. Unsurprisingly, for you lads and lasses, and lass probably, if that, we have some hidden patch notes, stealth changes to go over, which once again, of course, absolutely shouldn't shock you. And then we have a couple other interesting little topics to go over. But first, as always, of course, we have a couple of fun and exciting announcements, which I know you all love. So let's get into those. First of all, Dragon's Fire. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies off fucking line. I'm honored, humbled, and privileged, sir. I appreciate you, dude. Very kind of you. I'm assuming you're in a bullshit time zone. So thank you for that.
A bullshit time zone.
Okay. Bullshit time zone, correct. So I appreciate it, dude. Honored, humbled, privileged, Dragon's Fire. Change your Twitch name, though. Yeah. Let's keep that in mind.
What's wrong with it? It's a good Twitch name. Dragon's Fire. I like it.
Do you?
It's not bad.
Is it?
It's not bad.
Okay. Dragon's Fire, thank you for the 1,000 bits offline. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Also, if you buy a PC from Power GPU, this is going to sound somewhat unrelated, and it is, but we're going to a new topic now. If you buy a PC from Power GPU, who is the vendor we always recommend for the pre-built PCs. If you do buy a PC from them, you go to this website and then you like fill out what you want and what you want to do. Please mention that the Dropshot podcast sent you there. Because we've sent like 6 people to fucking Power GPU by now. How much profit have we made these people? Let's get some credit. Let's get some credit. That's
minimum $6,000 sale right there. Minimum.
Well, not profit, but
I said sale. I didn't say profit.
Okay.
You said profit.
Yeah, I did say profit. So let's.
I said $6,000 sales. In sales, stupid bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gross. Okay. Whatever. Anyways, if you guys are gonna do that, we still do recommend Power GPU. We always will. But just let them know. Let them know the boys sent you. Maybe we could get a little promo code for everyone in the future. And that would be great for everyone involved. So just, keep that in mind. Also, this is actually going to be exciting, fun and exciting for all of you. We're going to be doing our first gameplay breakdown this fucking evening. Now, this is with Slivo, who is in the chat. So Slivo, we created a voice channel called Breakdown Waiting Room. If you still wanted to be in voice with us, get in that channel toward the end of the podcast. And then when we're ready for you, we'll drag you into our channel. And then you can participate in the gameplay breakdown with us. So we can ask you, hey, dude, why the fuck did you do that? Etc. Which is likely how the entire breakdown's going. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, are you assuming it's going to be a shit gameplay?
No, of course not.
Okay.
But
okay.
I'm assuming he'll die.
Well,
and if he does, we can ask him about his thought process if it's not clear to us.
Hey, why'd you get shot? Yeah.
Okay. But anyways, so we're going to be doing our first gameplay breakdown after the pod today. We're going to be doing it on Tanner's channel. So I'm going to raid Tanner. We're going to do the gameplay breakdown, and then we're going to do the gunfight tournament. Thank you to everyone who voted in the poll follow me on Twitter at Razinon. Figure it the fuck out. And that will be actually very interesting, and I'm very excited to do that. And a reminder, if you wanted to submit a gameplay breakdown, join the Patreon. If you're Platinum or Damascus, you can submit gameplay breakdowns, which we will review in the same fashion live on fucking stream. So, where is... There it is. Great, yeah. So which I've linked. Anyways, whatever. In addition, patrons, if you did join the Patreon, we've had a very large number of people join the Patreon recently. Link your Discord to your Patreon on the Patreon account, not in the Discord settings. That was my bad. But you link them on Patreon. So sign into your account on Patreon and then say like connect to Discord in the settings somewhere. And then you'll get access to all the Patreon channels in my Discord, in the Dropshot Discord rather. So make sure you do that. And then there's a lot of other channels which you should explore. And then a couple other very exciting developments. Young Douglas will be replacing Tanner on the 18th in 10 days from now. So it's not going to be this Saturday. It's going to be next Saturday. And then the Saturday after that, on the 25th, it's going to be me, Tanner, and Douglas doing a Saturday pod. So this Saturday, State of the Game address. Next Saturday, Young Douglas and Razinon. The preceding Saturday, Razinon, Young Douglas, and Tanner. So those are going to be very fun episodes. Doug's a treat and a delight. Young Douglas at Modern Warzone. And we are going to be excited to host him for a couple weeks in a row. And that'll be great. So Tanner, can you share with the class, where the fuck are you going to be on the 18th of Saturday? Saturday the 18th, whatever.
I'm going to be in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to be in the forest. So keep that in mind. I won't even have service. So I can't wait to check my phone on Sunday and have 999 plus messages in the Instagram chat.
Why are you going to be in the desert?
Because I said forest. I said forest.
Okay, but that's not helpful, right?
I can't tell you where I'm going. I'm going on an off-roading trip.
Okay.
Up near like Mammoth.
Okay. So
we're gonna camp at this lake.
Little Jeep.
That's out there.
Jeep Wranglers.
Yeah.
How far is this from your house, by the way?
On the highway, it takes like 4 hours to get there, and then the trails another however many miles. I don't know, a while.
World Traveler, by the way.
It's a 2-night thing. Yeah, okay. Exactly.
Well,
okay.
I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, when was the last time you drove further than San Dimas?
It's been a while. I work at San Dimas.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, so that'll be fun. And then Tanner, you have a couple announcements.
Yeah. I had posted on Twitter like last week or something. No, it was on July 4th, I think. I was looking for a new chair. This chair's dog shit, as you guys can see. I got it at IKEA. I've had it for, I'm not kidding, like 8 years. It was like $40 at IKEA. It's dog shit. It's breaking. So I ordered the same exact chair Razinon has, down to a T, the exact same color, everything. The only bad thing is it's not shipping till like September. So
you also have the same headphones as me, right?
Yeah.
Any bandwagoners in the chat?
The Dropshot LLC pays me.
Yeah, well, we have Team Gear, dude.
Yeah, Team Gear. Sponsor us.
Secret Lab Steel Series sponsors incoming. Tweet at them to sponsor us now. So, okay, go on.
Yeah. So that'll be here in September. I can't wait. I can't wait to just lay flat while I'm streaming. Just fucking game while laying flat like that.
True.
And then I just wanted to thank Valkyrius for the offline Prime sub. It is my brother-in-law. I forced him. I said, give me your Twitch Prime sub. I know you don't use it. So he linked it and gave me his Twitch Prime sub. So thanks, Cameron. Appreciate it.
Retard.
Stupid bitch. I made you do it, but thanks anyways.
You extorted this guy and then thanked him for it.
I literally made him link it at work. We used the computer in the back. I was like, log into Twitch. He linked everything and then gave me his Prime sub.
Your younger brother-in-law who you work with, you just bully him at work. Hey, you little fucking retard. Stop helping this customer. Get in the back and link your Twitch Prime. Oh, Jesus Christ. The optics on that are so goddamn funny. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, that's great. So, Anything else, Tanner?
No, that's it.
Okay. So, Jesus Christ, that was funny. Okay. So, anyways, the next section is a fan favorite amongst...
Is it?
Among some, detestable among others. This is the iTunes reviews section. I'll say it again, and I've said it before. If you rate the podcast 5 stars on iTunes, you can write whatever you want, and I'll read it. Literally anything. You can beg for money. You can ask for people to buy you games or merchandise. You can ask for people to check out your SoundCloud mixtape, your YouTube channel, your stream. It's all been done. All of those things have been done. And more. You can do whatever you want. Get creative. As long as it's 5 stars, I'll read it. So, without further ado, here we go. So this first one, kind of an interesting name here. You know, in the culture right now, I wasn't sure if I should include this one, but I'm going to. I've decided for the sake of integrity and to live up to my word that I'll read all 5-star iTunes reviews, I'm going to read this review in its entirety. And the name of the reviewer is, again, look, this isn't my account. I didn't make anyone make this iTunes account, but this is in fact the name of the iTunes account. Quote, Rape Game Bill Cosby is the name of this account. And the title is Analytics. Rape Game Bill Cosby. Yikes. Right?
It says rap.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay. I mean, I know what he means.
It definitely says Rap Game Bill Cosby. I have some insider information that he made this before the information came to light.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey, for all of you... Hey, real quick, Twitch chat. For all of you correcting me, do you think I don't know the difference between the word rap and rape? Where's the joke here? The joke is obviously Rape Game Bill Cosby, not Rap Game Bill Cosby. So I can read the name as it's written, which is way less funny, right? Especially when I can slander one of you for writing a favorable review of us. If I can slander you while you're helping us at the same time, that's ideal. So that's the angle I'm going to take. But don't ever tell me I can't read again. How dare you? Yeah, Razinon Books in the chat is correct. So Locap, Kaylee, you both should know better, and you disgust me. And Tanner, I will charge you with this as well. So Rap Game Bill Cosby. Let's do it. Hey, let's get a Hooked on Phonics challenge going. I'm furious, actually. I'm actually furious. Analytics is the title of this review. Fuck you, Tanner, Locap, and Kaylee. This is a great listen every week, whether you're a console casual or PC sweat. If you like COD, this is the pod for you. Stay humble, you stupid bitch. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Salmonella. That is MR_SAL_MANILLA. Now, you might be thinking, Salmonella... Excuse me, Razinon. Salmonella is actually spelled SALMONELLA. Yeah, I know.
He's pissed.
Because I can spell things.
Any tier 3s in the chat? Let's get some Razinon rages going.
You guys piss me off. But his Twitter handle again, MR_SAL_MANILLA. So, Mr. Salmonella. Longtime supporter, longtime fan. Rape Game Bill Cosby. Thank you for the analytics, you stupid bitch, and for the kind words. I appreciate it, dude. Moving on here, Burnt Biscuit. The title of this review is Greatest COD Pod. I've been playing COD since BO1. Love the podcast, guys. Chemistry is on point. Great intel, funny, and extremely vibrant. Keep up the good work and consistency, guys. And remember...
Stay humble.
By the way, I think a tips and tricks segment would be cool and helpful. What are your thoughts on a tips and tricks segment, Tanner?
Play another game. That's my tip. Yeah, we could do that. Whatever you guys want.
No, I don't think. What does that even mean?
It's too vague. Yeah,
It's
it's
way
a little
too
too vague.
Yeah. Yeah. It's way too vague. So, anyways, Burnt Biscuit. I appreciate the Jesus Christ. The analytics. So, next I'm going to have to read this. I'm going to have to take a break. So, we have an urgent Twitch message. Someone, a regular listener of the podcast, has created an alternate account to troll me here. So we're going to read it. The account was created yesterday, in fact. So, hey, I've been streaming for 7 years. I know this game. Okay. Little Miss Alyssa Connors. You stupid bitch. Who is this, Viking? My money is on Viking, but we'll keep that in mind. Hi, Casey. I found your profile on Tinder, and a girlfriend of mine suggested that I view your podcast that you mentioned on your Tinder profile before swiping left or right. Currently undecided. Hopefully you see this message. So for those of you listening on your favorite podcast app, if you wanted to understand that joke, join the fucking Discord and then go to Miscellaneous General. I'm not going to explain it to you. If you want to understand the joke, join the fucking Discord. Very simple. Very simple. So figure it out. Okay, Alyssa Connors. I'll keep that in mind.
Maybe it's real, dude.
Yeah, maybe it's real. Yeah, keep watching. You're going to get your answer real soon. Trust me. This next one is from Jepper Loop. Best. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Sorry. This one was interesting. I'm curious for Tanner's thoughts. This one is from Waiting on Feldman. Don't know who Feldman is. Tanner, do you?
No.
Okay. My man sounds a little like John Anik. I was on a long drive listening to the podcast, zoned out for a minute, and came back to think, why is John Anik talking about COD and not MMA? Quality podcast voice, my dude. Glad to stumble upon this while I drive across the country without internet or Warzone access. Do you know who John Anik is, Tanner?
No.
He's an MMA commentator. I knew of him, but I couldn't just conjure his voice in my mind. So I YouTubed him. Guess who doesn't sound like me at all? John Anik. So
yeah.
He also doesn't sound like you, so I don't know who this person is referring to at all. So very interesting. But thanks for the analytics, you dumb bitch. So very nice. Yeah, maybe I can't read, actually. Yeah, Lisa. Okay, Lisa.
Yeah, I think you're having an issue tonight.
Yeah,
I think Lisa's real, to be honest.
Maybe she's real, dude. Next one is Jepper Loop. Best video game podcast. This was written on the 4th of July, by the way. God bless America. God bless America. They don't bullcrap. They tell it like it is. And I love the fact they speak their mind. Good for y'all. There's no safe space here. This is true. We can't help it. Especially after a couple Pliny the Elders, as you can clearly see. So
okay. You're all excited about that.
Dude, it's so good. Okay, next one is from Alex with 9 X's and then 8,000 numbers. Great podcast. These guys do a great job. They clearly care about the game. It's entertaining as hell to hear them discuss it. They also understand what it means to create a well-structured show. Little things like playing a jingle for people who want to skip past the intro section really add to the production value. I'm happy to support on Patreon. Hell yeah, dude. Keep up the great work. Go Blue Mason.
Oh.
You'll love to see it. Well, Mason, thank you very much for the kind words, my friend. Let's see what else we have here. Sparky Nuts. Damn, a lot of reviews today. Common Ground. I started listening to this podcast for the exact reason Raz and Tanner explained why they started it. They cover the nitty-gritty on MW, Warzone, and multiplayer that no other podcast does. True. In true new fan fashion, I then proceeded to follow them on multiple social media platforms. Turns out Raz and I have a lot in common. We both enjoy playing MW, we both practice BJJ, and we both drum. Interesting. I don't do either of those things anymore, by the way. My question for Raz, how long did it take you to achieve blue belt, and what would be some helpful advice for an aspiring white belt? Keep up the outstanding pod, boys. I tell all my friends to give you guys a sub. Look forward to listening every week. Interesting. Well, Sparky. Yeah, like I said, I haven't done jiu-jitsu in like almost a year, 8 months maybe. I'm like the total stereotype. Got my blue belt and then got quit for a confluence of reasons that I won't get into now. None of it's crazy. It's just I wanted to like do something like this, and I didn't have the time between jiu-jitsu, working full time, and trying to do this. I couldn't make it work. And then my drum set I sold. But that's cool that you play drums, and it's cool that you do jiu-jitsu. Best advice for achieving a blue belt? Keep fucking going, dude. Yeah, you'll get good. It's very simple. It's actually so simple. Just go to class and pay attention, and you'll get your blue belt. Like, it's really that simple. Blue
Pay
belt?
thousands of dollars.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, actually.
I mean, you literally stopped because it was expensive. No, actually, you didn't. You stopped because they were doing competitive shit.
I didn't stop. Yeah, no, the money was fine. It is expensive, but I live with my fucking parents. I can afford it.
Yeah, you may not want to say that to Lisa. Oh, wait, you already wrote that on your profile?
It's written in the profile, yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, but just keep going, dude. And how long it took me? About 2 years, I would say. Brown belt would take like 8 years probably on average. But this is all, it's all contingent on, how often you go, how diligent you are, etc. But that's cool that you do jits and drum. That's awesome, man. I miss both of them, honestly. I plan on going back to both of those things when I have the time. So share the podcast with your friends. Kuyan Crazy, last review here, boys. We're almost done. What have I become? Casey's dialogue has slowly worked its way into my daily life as I have realized I regularly call my teammates in Warzone. Stupid bitch. You'll love to see it, Kuyan. Hell yeah. Well, boys, thank you all for the 5-star reviews. Once again, if you rate the fucking podcast 5 stars on iTunes, then I will, in fact, read it, regardless of whatever the fuck it says. So thank you, everyone, for the analytics. I am real and no idea who a Viking is. I live a little east of Santa Clarita and work at the 24 near the Costco, if you're familiar with that area. I'm not. Okay, Lisa.
He doesn't leave his house, so he's not.
We'll make this real simple, Lisa. Follow me on Twitter or on Instagram and send me a DM to prove that you're real.
Within 3 minutes.
Well, you can do it whenever, because I'm going to check your history, and if your post history is a day old like your Twitch account is, then you're fake. And if not, then
you are fake
maybe
news.
You're real. I suspect not. But anyways, nonetheless, without further ado, if you're listening for the jingle, here it is. All right. So, like I was saying earlier, not too terribly much to go over today, but
there's nothing. Yeah.
There are a couple small things. The stealth change is deeply amusing to me. That's the main thing that is funny to me. But first, of course, we have playlist updates. So let's get into that. This was yesterday. New playlists and store bundles. What do we have here? New 2v2 gunfight tournaments, which Tanner and I will be doing after this fucking pod. We'll be doing it exactly once, and then once we win first try, like we always do, then we'll be doing some Warzone. We also have Realism Gun Game, K, Bomb Objective Mosh Pit, which I believe is Search, Cyber Attack, and I think the new mode's called Demolition, where you have to destroy 2 sites. Yep. So, Cancer.
It's pretty fun, actually. You should try it.
Well,
I like how you always talk about you want to try all the other guns, but you don't ever want to try the game types. Like, if 10v10 Dom was in the game, you would never play anything else but 10v10 Dom.
Yeah.
You're such a stupid bitch.
Well, I would play Warzone, because even 10v10 Dom I would get fucking tired with.
Okay.
But Search? No. Cyber Attack's kind of fun. Sparingly. I think I could get into search, honestly, but I would have to be bored with like everything else. And then at that point, it's like COD 2020 will be out. So I just don't care, you know. Regular ass Ground War is back. Why is this in the notes? Hasn't it been regular ass Ground War for a while?
I think it's just showing all of the featured playlists.
Okay. And then
Yeah, I
Dirty
don't know.
Old Houseboat is new. So they removed the Shipment and Shoot House playlist and they combined these along with Rust into the Dirty Old Houseboat playlist. So F's in the chat for
Such
good
a shit
playlists.
playlist.
It's just like we've talked about, adding Rust to those two maps is just a tragedy. And just fucking dodge this playlist with all your might. So what else do we have here? Warzone, solos, duos, trios, 200 quads and plunder quads. And then what else do we have here? A tweet from iDub. Oh shit, sorry. They removed the Juggernaut mode, which you shouldn't have played anyway. So, good. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
And then Tanner, your dick was getting hard about this stupid fucking bundle, right? Tell us more about this stupid fucking bundle.
It's called the Plunder. It's called the Plunder Bundle or something dumb. I don't know. What are they talking about? Plunder Player Store Bundle? I don't know what that means. The Alabaster Assault Rifle and the White Light Sniper Rifle. Those are shit names, by the way.
Also,
White Light. It's called the White Light Sniper. Really?
well, and so White Light and Alabaster. Hey, what about Black Lives Matter? This is a little insensitive,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yep,
what
so
is
anyways-
Alabaster? Means very white, extremely white. Go on. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's a kit with a Grau, and then there's a AX50, and they actually have them set up the way people use them, pretty much. So that's cool. It's finally like a usable kit. You know, it's got the suppressor, it's got the Tempest barrel, or the Archangel one, the Commando, the big mag. So it may actually be worth buying. I may buy it tonight. We'll see. If we win the gunfight tournament, I'll buy it.
I think I understand what you're saying now, because what I was going to tell you was, why does it matter what attachments it has? Because you already have them all unlocked. But you're saying these all have that weapon skin variant on them, which is why it might be worth buying. Right?
Yeah.
Are you here, brother? Hello?
I'm here.
You dumb bitch. Okay.
It might be worth. Yeah, it's pretty simple to understand. I'm glad you figured it out. Good job.
Okay, retard.
Fucking retard. Oh,
So,
shit.
what else do we have? Feeding Frenzy is a actually decent looking R9, but don't use an R9 though. Yeah.
No.
You dumb pieces of shit. This reminds me of one of the skins in BO4. I'm sad BO4 doesn't run on your PC, by the way. Very annoying.
What? Oh, how it was. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that. It'll probably work next time I play it.
Super
fine.
weird. And
I
then
can
we
just uninstall it also since I have 1 gig internet.
you disgust me. So,
You know?
and then also they removed BR 200s, so that's gone for now. And then regular ass quads are back, and then BR Stimulus trios. And what I think Stimulus was or is if you die, there's no gulag. You all automatically respawn with if you have $4,500 on you. And if you don't, then you're dead. Is that correct, Tanner?
I don't know. I never played it. I think when people die, they also drop a bunch of money no matter what. So people always have money, which makes people push more.
Yeah.
I think that's what the big thing was.
Interesting. I think, yeah, I played it solos. I'm pretty sure it's just basically if you have $4,500 on you, then you respawn, but you're out that 4,500.
Yeah. Removes the opportunity of heading to the gulag. It limited solo players to have. Oh, that's solo. Yeah. Okay. That's it.
For sure. Oh shit! The vaping Viking. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah, dude! 5,000 fucking biddies. Goddamn. The vaping philanthropist is in the chat. the Dropshot patriarch, dude. Honored, humbled, and privileged, of course, as always, Viking. And I look forward, by the way, to being a contractor for you in the future. I won't say any more than that, but you should know what I'm referring to because we talked about it. But Viking, thank you so much, dude. Jesus fucking Christ, 5,000 bits. I appreciate it, brother. I've been following you on Twitch or Twitter and Twitch actually, but you haven't streamed yet. But I've been following you on Twitter. I've been seeing all of your philanthropic work. It is very nice to see, especially in these times too, actually. Like, if there was ever a time for some roving fucking bandit to go around just dumping money into people's streams when they need it, now would be the time. So, very, very kind of you, Viking. I appreciate the support as always, man. Now and in the past, of course. Much obliged, brother. And if you're not following the Vaping Viking on Twitch and on Twitter, you should. And if you're a streamer, you definitely should. And if you go to his Twitter, you will find out why. So figure it the fuck out. But Viking, thank you so much, dude. It's exhausting, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure why you do it, but maybe you have some master plan that I'm not privy to. So anyways, no official patch notes today, but there are, of course, some unofficial patch notes. And this is courtesy of, guess who? Exclusive Ace. Follow him on fucking YouTube and on Twitch. I think he's on Twitch.
Everywhere. Yeah, follow him everywhere. He's on Twitch.
And on Twitter as well. He's got some good Twitter content. And he did a video on some more stealth changes. Now, we don't know if these changes are a result of Season 4 or if they had existed even prior to that. No one really knows. But nonetheless, the results are actually very interesting. And I've pulled a graphic up from him. Once again, this is courtesy of course, Exclusive Ace. And this is a graphic rather, of movement speed with respect to underbarrel attachments for guns. And it doesn't matter if you're using an assault rifle, SMG, whatever. This is the case for every category of weapon for which these attachments are available. And I will read them to you. So if you're using a Merc foregrip, your movement speed is increased by 3.7%. Commando decreased by 2%. Tactical decreased by 1%. Operator, no change. And Ranger decreased by 1%. So I have always been a big proponent of the Merc foregrip because it's an increase to your recoil control and your hipfire accuracy. And those are by far the two best pros as far as underbarrel attachments go. Sometimes I'll use a Commando because it doesn't penalize your ADS speed. But if I don't care about that, I'm going to use the Merc foregrip. Just depends on the gun. Basically, SMGs, I always use Merc foregrip if I'm going to use any underbarrel. And then for assault rifles, depends on the AR. But a plus 3.7% movement speed is fucking big. Especially when I'm already inclined to use these on SMGs, which handle quickly anyway. On the one hand, it's like, it's cool to know this information. On the other hand, this is not listed in the game at all. They don't tell you that your movement speed is affected for any of these things. When in reality, 4 out of 5 of them either increase or decrease your movement speed, and they just don't tell you about it. Tanner, your thoughts on these revelations?
Well, I mean, these could have been in the game at launch, because Exclusive said he never thought to test something like this until now. Mm-hmm. So this very well could have been in here from the start. So
true. It's
pretty sad that like 8-9 months later, we still don't know actually what attachments do on the guns, and we have to rely on somebody from the community to test them and give us that information. Actually crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, it's insane. Do you think this makes the Merc foregrip overpowered?
No, not at all. Like you were saying though, I usually use the Merc on an SMG anyways, so your movement speed is just insane when you run that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure we'll notice it more now. Like if we try the merc and then immediately switch to the commando after a death, we'll probably notice a big difference. Being minus 2% and then, plus 3.7 for the merc.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting to test and see if we can actually tell a big difference in game, because it's a big number.
4%'s fucking big, dude.
Yeah, for movement speed, it absolutely is.
Yeah. So, yeah. Interesting information. Once again, incompetent Ward times 1,000. I mean, how many times do I have to even say it? How disgusting it is that this game was described so poorly, patched so poorly, left out so much critical information so reliably. They're reliably, consistently unreliable. It's disgusting for a company that's making $3 million per day in microtransactions. So, nonetheless, Merc Foregrip is better than you thought it was. Everything else is worse than you thought it was, basically, is the thesis of this revelation. So, mullet proof, 60 biddies. Let's fucking go. 69, in fact, actually. Sorry. Thank you, Mullet, for the 69 biddies. And Mr. Salmonella with the gifty boy. Let's fucking go. Nicolicious, sorry, read a book. I am honored, humbled, and of course privileged. Sir, welcome to this small but vibrant and extremely humble community. And Mr. Salmonella, also known as Rape Game Bill Cosby, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate the support as always, now and in the past, and hopefully in the future. I appreciate you, dude. Passing out, GG, Young Kings. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, take it easy. Have a good night, brother. And thank you once again for everything you've done, man. Much obliged, sir. I appreciate you, as always.
Stay humble, Sal.
It's BB that gets mad at that, right?
I know. I'm just saying it
BBMF.
because now I'm noticing I think everyone hates it, so I'm just going to start saying it more.
It never bothered me, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, so. Next section is news items. This first one is not linked to any particular article or anything, but there have been many, many, many reports of people being banned. And there was a very big ban wave that impacted a lot of people, and many of whom claim they were banned erroneously. They didn't cheat and they got banned anyway. It was a false ban. And that's really all the information we have right now. Just a bunch of people are saying they randomly got banned. And it was all at the same time, like yesterday or 2 days ago. So, Tanner, what are your thoughts on this?
I had read somewhere that people thought they were doing a ban for what like in-game chat and things like that, for when if people have said things that are like racist, racial slurs in game. I had heard that somewhere on Twitter. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but that's my only thought. Yeah, because Doug posted something about it, and I think somebody he knew or people that were responding to it were saying they had friends that were banned and they're like they've never cheated before. So it's either, hey, maybe they finally got an anti-cheat and it's not working correctly, or it's something to do with chat, probably.
I didn't consider the chat thing. That's interesting. And that could explain a lot of it, especially because these people could have been posting like, I got banned, and they are genuinely saying, I've never cheated and I got banned anyway. This is wrong. And they actually believe that. But they also were just spouting off racial epithets for the past 7 months.
Yeah, exactly.
And didn't think that maybe that could have a hand in why they actually got banned. Interesting. It could be that. Exclusive Ace had a video on this. And his theory was that they might have actually finally implemented an anti-cheat system that is automatic, that will scan your PC for programs that they deem illicit or cheats. And if those programs are running and present on your PC, obviously, at the same time that you're playing the game, they'll ban you. I don't know which of those two is more likely, but it is interesting to think about.
That is. Isn't that almost like a breach of privacy if they implement something like that and we don't know?
Probably not, because whenever you accepted those terms of service, it probably said in there, we have the right to like go through your running programs when you launch our game to play multiplayer.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, that would be my guess. But I don't know which of those is more likely, and I don't know which of those is, well, I do know which of those is, well, I mean, I wouldn't be that mad if they actually finally implemented an anti-cheat system and it was just overacting. Obviously, I would be furious if it was me that got banned, but I wasn't. But if it were the case that they implemented an anti-cheat that is working too hard, then, and assuming they could reverse all the erroneous bans, I would actually quite like that, because we've been talking about we want working anti-cheat software rather than relying merely upon players reporting other players as suspected cheaters.
Yeah.
That would be ideal, I think. But also, like you said, if people are shouting racial epithets or typing them all the time, those players should be banned too. So, I don't know. I don't really know what to think beyond that, but it is interesting to just to take note of, and hopefully we'll have more information on this for you guys soon, and we'll go over that, of course, if we do. And then we also have coming up soon a couple bug fixes for the new sniper rifle. So what do we have here? IDub has confirmed they have multiple bug fixes in the works for the newly released Rytech AMR. What do we have here? Someone tweeted at Joe Apricot, make it so we can change the reticle on the default scope for the Rytech AMR. So apparently you couldn't change the reticle for the default scope. I don't think you can change a reticle for any default scope. Oh no, you can. You can. Apparently you can't for the Rytech, so they're gonna fix that soon. Also, people were having trouble getting weapon XP, and then Apricot said, if you're having that problem, take off explosive rounds, level it up, and then you can put your explosive rounds back on. So for whatever reason, there's some dumb bug where if you're using explosive rounds, your Rytech AMR will not level up. Now, do you deserve to level up if you're using explosive rounds?
No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
So,
fuck you.
just desserts. I hope this doesn't get patched. But nonetheless, it will. It will be. So keep that in mind. What else do we have here? This is another interesting thing. Another Ace video was saying, because like we were talking to, or I was talking to Locap about the AMR when it came out, and he was saying it's not going to be that good in Warzone because it doesn't one-shot headshot. Exclusive Ace's theory is that this is actually a bug, and it should be one-shotting to the head, and he thinks that that is going to be patched, and that the Rytech AMR will become a one-shot headshot down in Warzone. Tanner, do you think that is true?
That makes a lot of sense. That's probably the case, yeah. I mean, that would make way more sense, so.
If it does become a one-shot down to the head, how would you feel about it?
One shot down to the head in Warzone we're referring to only, right? Warzone.
Yes.
It would be, I'd be okay with it.
Do you think it would be better than an HDR, better than an AX50?
I don't know, because I still haven't used it, so I don't know what the handling is.
You haven't.
I like the AX50 because of the handling speed, and you can get the quick follow-up shots. That's what I like about it. I know the HDR does more damage, but the AX50 is more my style. So if the handling is good,
The handling,
then yes.
The mobility is like slower than every other sniper, and the reload speed is pretty slow. But number one, it's semi-auto. That's big, especially in Warzone. And number two, it can have quite a fast ADS speed within the sniper category with the right attachments. So,
Yeah.
and You could put explosive rounds on it, and then you could have a decent sniper that will kill people, and you can also kill vehicles that have trophies on them. Because it only takes like 2 shots to kill the ATV, 3 shots to kill the rover, and 5 shots to kill the SUV. It's not that many. For a semi-auto, by the way. That's very fast. So it actually might be worth using once you can get that one-shot headshot down, assuming that that is, in fact, a bug. So if it's a bug and they fix that, because it's not worth using if it's not a one-shot headshot down, obviously. But if it becomes that, then putting on explosive rounds and then fucking around with it might be worth it in Warzone. It might be worth it, honestly. So I'm hoping that it is a bug because I think it should be a one-shot headshot.
Yeah.
Like all the other snipers, you know?
It makes way more sense, yeah. I think it's a bug. That makes perfect sense.
I don't remember Ace's reasoning for saying that it is bugged, but I wouldn't doubt him. He's been around a long time, and he had some reasoning, I'm sure. I just wasn't fully paying attention. So, Young Douglas with the Submarino, dude. Hell yeah, let's fucking go. Follow Young Douglas. Hell yeah,
Damn.
brother. Yeah, I didn't mean to press that 8,000 times, but but Young Douglas, I appreciate you as always, dude. Welcome to this small but vibrant and extremely humble community. And I have made the announcement that you'll be on the pod next Saturday. Well, in 10 days, and then the Saturday after that. Welcome, dude. Welcome, dude. All right. All right. I did not try the kilo, by the way, Doug. No, I did not. I watched Ace's video on the Kilo M4 and Grau comparison, though. But I think that is a false, like, trichotomy. I don't know if that's a word, but it's like to assume that those just must be the 3 best assault rifles in Warzone. I mean, how about the M13? I'd be interested to see that. I still think the recoil is fucking weird on a Kilo, but I will try it again soon. Maybe tonight I'll try it, in fact, because we're going to win our gunfight tournament on our first try. So then we'll win, so.
Okay.
Next up here, we have a quote-unquote rumor. Warzone set to see significant map changes in Season 5. So this is from Video Games Chronicle. And basically what we can expect to see, and I first heard about this from Doug, but I couldn't find the tweet. Number 1, the stadium will be opening up. And number 2, there's going to be some train that goes around the Warzone map, similarly to Apex Legends, which has that train that has a bunch of loot on the cars, and it moves in and out of circles. You can do a lot of fun and exciting, interesting things with a moving train in a BR game especially, and then you can kind of dance with the ring with that. And of course, there's loot in there, so that's interesting too. And also the stadium opening up. All very interesting. So that is supposedly coming in Season 5. I believe this 1,000%. I think it will, in fact, be coming in Season 5. Tanner, your thoughts on these revelations?
I mean, we heard about this weeks ago. We're essentially just waiting for it to come. I don't know. Like, how does the train work in Apex? Is it just constantly moving always? Or is there some sort of user control where you can stop it and start it up? Do you have any idea?
There's no user control.
Okay, that's what I figure. That makes more sense when they're adding it in the game. I think it would be cool, actually. I think that would be really fun. I mean, you can probably, go between the cars, get on top of it. If you see it, my guess is it would be on the map constantly moving, like how when you see a vehicle close by, I feel like it would be on the map always and it would show where it's at. So I think it would add a nice little change to things. I don't think it would be a safe place to be on the train. I feel like you're going to be a target all the time. But
well, there's a lot of... Okay, in Apex at least, there are a lot of different cars. Like a train is a collection of like I think car is the right term. I don't know.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah. So that would make it safer, you know.
No, I'm saying more. Yeah. I'm saying more though. People like coming and attacking you from the outside, like as you're driving by, people like holding up somewhere, shooting you as you go by on it, attacking you, driving next to you, Red Dead Redemption style with a car, throwing C4 in your train car and blowing you all up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So. But I think that'd be fun, actually. It added a different touch to the game. Something we need. Warzone's just stale at this point. They should have put out more updates, at least more like map changes and things like that. And
one of these two things should have happened this season.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're going to release nothing for season 4 and then 2 massive map changes at the same in the same season. You know?
Yeah.
This goes back to the point we made like last week where we were saying they're just front loading all these changes and then leaving us dry for months at a time and then dumping all these changes at the same time again. Space these out better. Have one of these things happen season 4, the next thing season 5. It would make the game so much more interesting.
Yeah. So it's like, what are they waiting on?
Yeah. And then, so how do you feel about the stadium opening up?
I feel like it'll be a clusterfuck. I feel like it'll be confusing also, depending on how they design it on the inside. Like that could be so many levels, you know, there would probably be an underground. I don't know. It's
true. I
don't know, dude. Every
real life stadium has like an underground like parking structure.
Yeah, a huge underground area. So if they do things like that, oh God, it'll be a camper's dream, that's for sure.
Yeah, true. And then I wonder if the stadium itself will be open. Like you could get on like the soccer field, you know?
God, I would hope so. Yeah, it should be like that.
And then a buy station right in the middle of it. Just a nice fat bait.
Yeah. I mean, why do they even add a
in
stadium
the stands
in?
Getting shot from 8 angles.
Exactly. That's how it's going to be. Why would they add a stadium in and have it covered the entire time? Like, why? What was the point of that?
I know.
Just don't put it on the map if you're not going to open it. That's fine. We don't want it there. Just remove it then.
Yeah.
Just make that an open field. No more fucking buildings, please.
Yeah. Amen, brother. Amen. So that'll be interesting. Doug says, if you want to find a tweet from me at Modern Warzone, just type in Modern Warzone and then search a keyword. For example, I typed in Modern Warzone train. Okay. I didn't know that, Doug. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wow. Okay. Real quick. Let me catch up on chat here.
BRB.
Okay. Itchy with a tier 3 sub. Let's fucking go. One of my founders, my closest, dearest friends, young Itchy, with a tier 3 sub and the founder's badge. 11 months. Wow, what a journey it's been, Itchy. I love you, Raz. I love you too, dog. Thank you. Thank you, Itch. I appreciate you, of course, as always, my dear, dear friend, Itchy. Thank you, brother. It is much appreciated. And enjoy all of those fucking emotes, dude. You love to see it. Thank you, dude. And fucking the Vaping Viking has donated 250 United States dollars. Is this what I have to do to get your attention? Who the fuck is Lisa Connors? Let's fucking go. Viking, holy shit, dude. 250 actual United States dollars. Insane. Dude, thank you so much, first of all. Very much appreciated. That is fucking insane. I will be ignoring you more now.
Holy shit.
Right? I'll be ignoring you more now. Call me Pavlov's dog. I'm kidding. It's a troll account. Remember I told you I made that Tinder profile? This person made an account yesterday, by the way. That's when the Twitch account was created. Claiming to have found me on Tinder. This is fake news. So I said, hey, Lisa, if you're real, add me on Instagram or Twitter with an account that is not 1 day old, and I'll believe you. Now, do I have a lot of notifications? Yeah, of course I do. But none of them are from, well, some are from Twitter and shit. But none of them are from this supposed person. So it was just a troll account.
And maybe it's Viking himself. What's weird is she
It is
left.
confirmed fake. Yes.
She left the chat, and then Viking came in. Confirmed?
True. Any
Did we
truers in the
confirm it?
chat?
Any black helicopters
Black
in the chat?
Damn it. I was
Yeah.
going to say it, dude. Fuck. I was going to say it.
Okay.
But yeah, Viking, I appreciate it so much. And Itchy, I appreciate it as well. Very fucking kind of you, dude. Much appreciated, brother. Much appreciated. That's bullshit. I was chatting with her. The fact that you are so vociferously defending this charge only makes me think that it's you more. Because it's not hard to have 2 Twitch accounts logged in at the same time. And you're a smart guy. You could figure it out. It's within your capability. Sure. Surely. And the account was created yesterday. I don't need more information than this. But nonetheless, thank you, dude. I'm not that clever to create 2 accounts. Okay, dude. Regardless, I don't actually think it was you, but I'm not ruling it out. But what I do know is that it is not, in fact, real. But nonetheless, Viking, I appreciate it, dude. Very kind of you. And Itchy, of course, I appreciate you as well, brothers. And then last little news item here. Weapon Inspect is coming back to the game. This isn't that big of a deal, but basically in like most modern Call of Duties, there is a command you can do in game where it's called Weapon Inspect, and your character will like, they'll have their gun, they'll like turn it this way, turn it that way, and then like whatever, turn it this way, and then they'll go back to here. And it's basically for like YouTubers to like have cool thumbnails where the gun is like facing them and you can like see it better. Supposedly that's coming back to the game. I think there's a good point to be made for, first of all, it can't be that hard to include, so it should have been in the game for that reason alone. But also,
yep.
Yeah, exactly. But also, this is the most customizable guns you could have ever made in any Call of Duty. So to have guns that are ultra customizable to a degree that they have never been before, and then also not have a weapon inspect. Hello? Like, hello? You guys are fucking up here. So, hopefully that is coming, I guess. I don't really care, but whatever. That's fine. And then 3 more weapons were leaked, and we're going to hit these one by one. So first of all, the intervention was in fact leaked. And the intervention is a bolt action sniper rifle, a staple in the Call of Duty pantheon. Tanner, your thoughts on the intervention returning to Call of Duty?
It's fantastic. That's the one gun people have been asking for a long time. So it kind of pisses me off that they're going to add it in this late in the game. But at the same time, I understand it because, you know, in their mind, they probably have a roadmap laid out, an internal roadmap, and they're thinking, oh, the game will start dying down around this time. We'll bring back the intervention. A lot of players will come back. So it's smart, somewhat. I'm excited to use it, but it's probably going to be something dumb like get 20 quick scopes in smoke quickly after reloading. So,
dude, true.
Know what I'm not going to do? Unlock it. Don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I have Damascus. I don't care.
Well, I'm definitely going to unlock it, but
okay. Have fun.
I can't see it being much different really than any other bolt action sniper. It's like I want to be excited about it, but I just don't see how it's going to be much different than like AX50 HDR. I was saying, exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's like I was saying, I'm hoping it could be like a mix between the two, like the Locust was between the Koshka and the Paladin. But even that, okay, it's not that exciting to me. And then the next one was the R700. Is this a new thing, or is the R700 like some COD 2 gun, Tanner?
It's from Call of Duty 4.
Tell us about it, because I have no idea what this is.
It's a bolt action rifle. That's all you need to know. It's another bolt action sniper rifle.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
I would
God.
rather have the M40A3 for nostalgia because that was the one people actually liked, but whatever. Again, though, we're going to have fucking 8 bolt action sniper rifles that all have the same damage profile.
It's actually a bolt. Do you think it would be in the marksman or the sniper category?
Sniper.
Okay.
It's got a long, fat barrel.
Interesting. I've never even heard of it. That's so weird. From
Read a
COD
book.
4. COD 4. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we've talked about this one a little bit, the AN94.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that?
That would be interesting. That would actually be something different. What is weird about the AN94? It's got
the first 2 bullets fire faster than the rest.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it burst in? Is it 3s?
It's full
or is
auto.
it just 2s?
It's full
Oh, it
auto,
is.
but the first 2 bullets fire faster than the rest.
Oh, okay.
So it might be the play to just spam the trigger, and then as soon as 2 bullets come out, you just retap it. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe.
I think that would be big if it had a good like sprint to fire time.
Yeah.
If those bullets come out quicker and you can do that quicker damage if it had high sprint to fire, but I mean, all new weapons is always great. So
Yes,
I'd rather have an assault
exactly.
rifle than just another sniper. That's
Exactly.
the same damage profile and just looks different.
Exactly. Agreed. And then when we first talked about the AN94, I said this. I like the idea of a full auto AR that has the first 2 bullets fire faster than the rest, because it would reward people who can aim really well, who are actually landing their first shots. Because if you land your first 2 shots, your time to kill is really fast. But if you're panicking and like fucking missing and then you finally get on target, you don't get that benefit. So it's like potentially really good if you're like aiming well. And then if not, you don't get that benefit. I like that idea. So that is, that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. But again, like Tanner said, it's all going to depend on everything else. What is the total RPM? What is the handling like? What is it chambered in? What's the sprint to fire speed? What's the ADS speed? How big's the magazine? What's the reload speed, etc.? So that will be what attachments are available. That'll be interesting. But I am excited. Of all those 3, I'm definitely the most excited for an AN94 because do you remember this in Black Ops 4, Tanner?
Yes. I didn't use it much.
What was your opinion on it?
I don't remember because I only used the cordite. So
good for
I only
you.
used the cordite and switchblade.
I'll tell you what it was like in BO4. Hot garbage.
Yeah.
It was fucking terrible. It was always terrible. It's still terrible. If you load up BO4 now, it's dog shit in BO4. But supposedly it was very good in like BO3. Hopefully it's decent in this game. It would be nice to have the AR meta shooken up a little bit, as it were. So, let's see here. Vaping Viking, 550 biddies. Let's fucking go. Do you think Lisa Connors has Damascus? Yes, I do. I think Lisa Connors is a man who has been listening to this podcast for at least 3 months. And this man is such a fucking nerd that he listens to a Call of Duty podcast. And thus, of course, he has Damascus. That, yes, is the answer to that question. And thank you, by the way, for the bits, Viking. You stupid bitch. So, what do we have here? You have an R700 in real life, Tartar? That's fucking insane. Actually insane. Yeah, agreed, Tanner's Horsecock. I wouldn't be surprised if IDub fucked this up. I wouldn't be surprised at all. World's greatest podcast.
Tanner's Horsecock.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you do. So
Good shit on. You don't have any fans like that.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. So, Tanner, go ahead and start your stream.
I'll consider it.
Okay, do it now. So, like I said, pretty small pod. We're gonna go do a gameplay breakdown, and we are also going to go do the gunfight tournament. So Slivo if you're here, get in the breakdown waiting room in Discord. It is in the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast section, and we'll drag you in a sec. All right, bet you're listening. Great. So we'll drag you in a second. Doug, we're going to do the tournament first, brother. So we'll see how long that takes us, sir. But first of all, I had a couple things to say. Number one, I checked out Aim Lab again, which is kind of like Kovacs. It's like this aim trainer. And I've totally changed my mind on aim trainers. All right, Doug, take it easy, dude. Thank you for the sub and the support, by the way. I've totally changed my mind on aim trainers. I've been using it for like 3 days. And when you're doing like spider shot, I was getting this score, and I was like, I feel like I could do better doing this exercise. I'm going to change like the way I'm aiming, my technique. So then I changed it, and it would be like better or worse, whatever. And then all of a sudden, like I decided like, I'm going to try it this way. I feel like I have the most control this way. I'm going to keep my wrist like on my mouse pad and like almost have my wrist kind of like tight and like aim with my wrist a lot more than my arm or my shoulder or my elbow, and only use my elbow and my shoulder when I need to like 180. And all of a sudden my score was like 60% higher. And it wasn't a fluke because I continued using that like strategy and I was doing way fucking better. But then I thought maybe I'm just better at this little mini game by doing this. So it could just be whatever. I'm getting better at just this particular skill, not aim in general. So I booted up MDub. And I used the same technique that I was using on Aim Lab. And I was doing very fucking well. And it felt like my aim was way more consistent. So I want to retract my statement and repudiate it in the strongest of terms. Aim trainers definitely help. Definitely. Because it made me realize that you can actually like change your technique and you'll do better. And another thing, one dude made a good point about this I was watching on YouTube. He was like, if you play Call of Duty for an hour, you'll get the opportunity to get a flick shot or to perform or attempt a flick shot like 5 times in an hour. If you do an aim trainer for an hour, you'll get 1,000 flick shot practices in that hour. So you get whatever, 200 times more. So yes, they do help because you can like very quickly test a new like methodology and then see how well you do with it. So yeah, if you're on PC, I recommend an aim trainer. Specifically, I recommend Aim Lab on Steam. It's Aim Lab or Aim Labs. I don't know which one.
Probably Labs.
Probably. Because what's cool about it is you don't have to like find a playlist. It already has them all pre-built. And you go into the settings and you select your game and then you input your game settings. So all you have to do is select Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 Game of the Year Edition. And then all of the settings for your aim are identical to Call of Duty settings. So you just copy and paste. It's like, oh, okay, well, my monitor distance coefficient is this, copy, paste. My sensitivity is this, copy, paste. My field of view is this, copy, paste. My ADS behavior is independent, copy, paste. Like, it's all exactly the same. So your sensitivity will be exactly the same, and it will feel exactly the same in Aim Lab as it does in MDub. I don't know if Kovacs has that option. It probably does. But Aim Lab has it too, and it's very fucking easy. So I would recommend that. It's fucking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
I don't need aim trainers, so keep that in mind, everybody.
Okay.
Twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot.
KYSIG.
Yeah.
Also, we've been recording our first Patreon episode. So our topic was top 10 guns and maps from all Call of Duties of all time. And we thought it was going to be a fairly short episode. Turns out it's not. And we, after an hour and a half, we had barely finished the guns. And then we decided we will finish the second half of recording another time. So we should have the Patreon episode live, ready for listening and viewing next week. And I had a lot more fun recording that episode than I expected to. How about you, Tanner?
Yeah, that was really fun, actually.
It was a nice little trip down memory lane, wasn't it?
It was, definitely.
Yeah, it was cool, dude. It was cool.
It's always fun for me personally thinking back about Call of Duty 4, because that was like the biggest first-person shooter I've ever played for me personally. So it's always fun going back and thinking of that.
Yeah, yeah. I learned a lot about COD 4, actually, because like all of Tanner's favorite guns were from fucking COD 4. So there were some things I didn't even know existed. A couple guns from COD 2, which is a huge throwback. 15 years ago, by the way. So that was very fun and exciting. So what do we have here? Gotham Assassin. Let's fucking go. With the 500 biddies, dude. Hell yes, brother. I appreciate it. Welcome. I'm honored, humbled, and of course privileged, sir. I don't recognize your name in chat, but I do appreciate the support. Much appreciated, man. I'm honored, humbled, and privileged. Welcome to our small but vibrant and extremely humble community, and I'm glad you could make it here live, dude. Thank you. It is very much fucking appreciated. Imagine Raz playing weeb music wins the Osu stream. Yeah, I'm never streaming Osu, Kaylee. And you should flagellate yourself for suggesting that in-game, of course. Viking, I have a solution for your Wi-Fi. Okay, well, my Wi-Fi isn't the problem, Viking. I'm hardwired, obviously. It's my internet that's shit. I'm hardwired to my modem and router. There's no Wi-Fi on this stream. My internet is just shit. The node is shit, and there's nothing I can do about it. Whatever you've thought of, I've tried. Not only have I thought of it, but I've tried it. There's nothing I can do. I have one ISP available at this shit location that I'm at, and it's dog shit. And the node is overloaded always because everyone's quarantined because of this COVID-19 thing going on. Thanks, Gavin Newsom. So there's nothing I can do. And so I appreciate you trying to help, but it's not my Wi-Fi that's the issue. It is my internet itself. Hardwired, by the way. So, yeah. Thank you in summation to our Damascus patrons, Jake W., Mr. Salmonella, also known as Rape Game, Bill Cosby, Rainman, Sandstoner, Slivovitz, Zerosio, Jay Pritch, and Luke W. Much appreciated, boys, going above and beyond those Damascus fucking patrons. If you wanted access to a bunch of bonus bullshit, join the fucking Patreon, which I've conveniently linked for you in the Twitch chat. That'll also be in the show notes. And in the Twitch panels, we are going to go do our first ever gameplay breakdown of one such Damascus patron. So we're going to raid Tanner. We're going to get that shit done. And then we're going to slay out on the gunfight tournament. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have an excellent evening. And as always, remember, stay humble.
Stay humble.